Our two teams for our final game of the day between GC Perun and Old Power. Introducing Old Power, number 1, Fatma Sadueti. 5, Nico Vitala. 6, Ito Erlen. 7, Estan Solidari. And number 8, Erki Mila. The head coach is Timo Leiten. And assistant coach, Axel Zongo. And introducing GC Perun, number 2, Martin Josifet. 6, Matija Kotizowski. 6, Peter Schreiner. 7, Dominic Bisek. And number 8, Jan Boscher. The coach is Yuri Spooster. Your two referees are Svetlana Moros and Patrick Larson. Thank you, let's play!
Welcome back to live action of the Super European Goalball League Champions League North Division. It's our final game of the day, the last group stage action, and it comes from Pool B, GC Perun against Old Power. So GC Perun line up in the left of your picture in the green and dark blue shirts. It's a change strip for their final fixture. As for Old Power, they are playing in all black.
You have a small change in the Old Power team. You have Vitala, who hasn't played a single minute so far. He's gonna start now, and I think he's gonna be in the center. So that means that we will have Fatmir Seremeti and Erki Minala on the wings.
GC Perun, they have also a player that I believe has played a minute either. Dominic Pisek, the number 7, is out on the court with Jan Boschek and Matija Kotisovski. So debutants all around.
Yeah, but actually I think number 7 there has played, but just a minute or two in the first game when they were knocked out.
And it's a strong start for Old Power. Erki Minala over Dominic Pisek in the first throw. Old Power leading by 1-0. Here is Dominic Pisek going for that gap between Vitala and Erki Minala. Seremeti moving out to the right of the 3 for Old Power.
A very awkward throw there from number 5, Teski. Minala now on the left-hand side with the ball. Throws down the line and just wide.
Pisek now, number 7 for GC Perun, into the body of Erki Minala. Just takes his time and throws down this near sideline and kneed away. And it's stayed in play, and it's a ball over.
And very wise. They just take the ball with him, go back a couple of steps, and then dropping it down. Oops, did I do that? Fatmir takes the ball from the left-hand side, goes to the right-hand side, and throws and well wide. Both him and Erki really needs to fix their radar.
Kotisovski now on the far side, throwing from left to right. He just puts his left arm around the post. Kotisovski, really big run up and throws it down that far sideline, but Seremeti collects and he responds, goes down that far side, and yet to still find the range so far. How do you feel Fatmir would feel playing now on the wings? He's obviously been playing in that central position throughout the last 2 days, but now he's got an opportunity to play on the right.
He usually plays on the right wing, so he likes to play there, but it's always a moment of adaptation when he has been playing on a certain position for so many games as he has, but I think it doesn't take him many minutes to get back on track. Minala on the left. Oh, and we have another goal for Minala on the left-hand side. So we have a substitution. Yeah, it's Pisek that is being substituted.
Yeah, we're back to the getting closer to the starting lineup that we had in that first game of the day for GC Perun. 2-0 to Old Power inside the opening 2 minutes.
We have Borsik now on the right hand side, left hand side with the ball, goes to the center. Very, very close to the high ball line. And a good save from Fatmir. And wide again. Sermetti on the right hand side. Throws to the center. Quick return and a high ball from Borsik. It's not done yet because if they lose with so many goals, then
Well, the goal comes in from Erkki Miller and it's 3-0. Oh, it's deflected up into the air and into the back of the net. Old Power on the charge. Inside the opening 2.5 minutes, they lead by 4-0. So, 3 minutes into the game, Old Power in control. Here's Fatmir Sermetti, who's come towards this near side now, gives it a whip down the middle. Jan Boschek gets his big frame in the way. Diving to his right, he's taken up that responsibility, playing in the centre. Didn't play yesterday and made a huge impact in their first game of the day against Fen Tigers. Really upped the level of all the players in that game.
yeah, but in the previous game against Fen Tigers, he played on the wing. Now he's taking a much bigger responsibility in the defense. That's why he doesn't throw as much either. And you can show that in the offense. They lack so much in the offense without Jan Boschek's throws.
Josefek throwing down that far sideline. Sermetti goes for it across the court. Jan Boschek claims it, takes responsibility, leans on the crossbar, goes for it down the centre of the court, and Vitala just hands the ball to Erkki Miller. Miller gets it and goes down this near side. And just a little tip.
Court repair. We have 4-0 for Old Power when we have 7 minutes and 52 seconds remaining on the clock.
And this has been a familiar sight throughout the 2 days of court repairs.
Josefek now on the... That's almost a noise penalty because he falls after each throw. Josefek now on the left hand side. Throws to the left hand side and out. Minala takes the ball on the right hand side. Comes over to the left hand side. with a good bounce. He just stretched out his tall legs. Boschek and took that down.
It's a good job. He is a giant in that defence. Oh, just tipped off to the crossbar, and he gave it everything there, Jan Boschek. It just ricochets off the crossbar. Minala goes to that opposite side into the path of Josefek, and he claims the ball. Runs backwards, back to the goal line. Throws the ball forward towards that far sideline and into the hands of Fatmir Seremeti. Just crouches slightly, bends the knees, whips it to that near side, with the opposite side to where Fatmir is, and it's a ball over.
Minala has asked for the center to move to the right, so it goes from left into center. And so it's back again, and beautiful, beautiful goal for Minala.
He was happy with that one.
Yep.
That was lovely movement and guided into that bottom near corner.
Boschek with the ball on the right hand side, goes 2 steps. For him, that's 2.5 meters. Into the court, and Minala squeezes, just managed to squeeze the ball between him and the floor. So it's cross court, blocked by Josefek. Josefek now on the left hand side. Blocked by Vitala. Vitala gives the ball to Seremeti. Seremeti from the right hand side. Just out.
So as we approach the end of the first quarter, it is Old Power that are leading by 5 goals to 0. Smiles all around for the Old Power players. Here is Martin Josefek, who opts to just change his angle of approach, but just gets it all wrong on this occasion. Goes wide, Minala, and that's a high ball. Yeah, he really raced up the court.
Yeah. But it was a very smooth shot, so it's difficult to see if it's a real high ball or not. But and Boschek gives the ball to Josefek. Josefek with the ball on the right hand side. Yeah. But did he touch the ball in front of the 6-meter line?
Well, I know at the Super European Goalball League in 2021, we had our introduction to VAR in the goalball. That could have been one to have checked.
Yeah.
He really was high up, wasn't he? He was,
it was almost in front. Yeah, I think it was. Boschek with the ball in center. And a good quick return from Seremeti there, blocked by the hand. And Vitala now has the ball from center. Goes towards the left hand side, blocked up on the post and out.
Just got enough on the ball. Yeah, Dirk Kotisovsky on this near side just hands the ball over to Josefek, who's on this near side, goes down the middle of the court, and it's saved. And there's going to be a substitution here. Minala is going to come off and will be replaced by Itu Örnen.
Five minutes left on the first half. And we have 5 goals for Old Power, 0 for Perun. And I think it's wise for Timo to arrest Erkki Minala and soon perhaps also even Fatmir Seremeti, because it's a really important game tomorrow.
Fatmir's come towards this near side of the court and goes for that gap between Boszek and Kotisowski. Kotisowski again, he sort of falls to the floor as he's pushes that ball down the court.
Yeah, it's more of a push than a throw. And Fatmer now has moved over to the left-hand side of the court.
We have got used to Kotisowski giving us many different techniques throughout this tournament. His throwing style. Fatmir Seremeti claims the ball and just hugs the near post and goes down this near side. It's saved initially, but off the head of Kotisowski and into the back of the net. And it's 6-0 now to Old Power. Kotisowski now has the ball in two hands and again throws towards that far side.
That's the man with a lot of different throws.
I would have said that was a throw this time from Kotisowski. Here's Josifek on the far left side of the GC Perun goal and bounces it down the middle. Viitala just dives on the ball, smothers it onto the court, and timeout called from Timu, the head coach for Old Power.
Yeah, and you could see he almost ran a couple of steps.
Yeah,
Timo.
yeah, he was charging onto the court. He was ready to go.
You don't see that often.
So 3 minutes and 57 seconds left on the clock. And from Timu and Old Power's point of view, they would, of course, probably like to get this game wrapped up as quickly as possible, as you just previously mentioned, Florin, just to give them extra rest ahead of what is a crucial game tomorrow.
Yeah, most definitely.
And here is Itu, just rivaling Jan Boszek in height. He is a tall man, is Itu Arnanen on that far right side, and gives it a bounce onto the court into the midriff of Jan Boszek, who goes back to his goal line. Just takes a couple of steps to his left and goes towards this near side and saved by Fatmir.
Seremeti with the ball on the left-hand side. Goes into the center. Oh.
Oh, and it was just tipped actually out of the path from Itu from Viitala, and luckily it didn't cost him a goal. There was a bit of a smile there from Viitala.
And we have a goal, ladies and gentlemen, from Espoo, Aronen. With 3:23 remaining. Viitala from center now. Throws to the right-hand side and just touches the post on the outside. Ball is on the right-hand side. To the center, blocked by the legs of Viitala. Fatmir throws into the center.
So now a chance for Kotisowski, and another interesting throwing style. Almost throws it behind his body. The initial sort of throw doesn't really follow through.
He almost uses the momentum, the running momentum forward as the throw.
Yes.
And he just releases the ball from his hand. He doesn't use his hand, and that's that can be improved.
It certainly can. Kotisowski.
And we have a substitution here for Old Power. We have Seremeti exiting, and we have Ehsan Zevidavi coming in instead. And he starts it all with the bounce. Boszek on the center with the curved throw again. Easily blocked by Etu Eronen. Eronen again with big down from the right hand side. Goes to the center. Passes to Josifek, who has a high ball. Oh, no. Oh, it was an out.
It certainly was close.
Yeah, for sure.
Here is Zofi Davi on this near side. Good bouncing one, and goes past Bozek and Josifek, and that is the 8th for Old Power. They are 2 away from the Mercy win, and there's going to be a substitution here for GC Perun. And Josifek comes off, and on comes Pisek once again. He started the game, and he's being substituted back on. Just over 2 minutes to go.
Bradley, do you think we're gonna have a second half? 2 minutes is a long time.
It is a long time, and I think Old Power, just with that thought in the back of their mind that they want to try and get this game wrapped up as quickly as possible to have the chance to not even have to go out for the second half. It's a huge advantage going into tomorrow's big match. And that one just runs along the sideline.
Yeah.
It's the closest I've seen it. The ball go across the sideline, and it's a crossfield attempt. Oh, it skims the outside of the post. E2 so close to another goal.
Pisek now has re-entered the court and throws cross court, and Vitara now goes into the center. Throws a good bounce, blocked by the feet of Boschek. Very
Dives over the ball. Gotisovsky this time can't keep it online, down the sideline, and it goes out of play.
Yeah, and the Finnish players now are complaining about noise from the throws from the left wing in from Kotisevsky. Boschek now with a good bounce. Gives the ball to Zevidavi on the left-hand side. Zevidavi with the big bounce and a goal.
It goes over the body of Pisek, and it's 9-0 to Old Power. A chance for them to wrap up this final group game before the end of this first half. It's cleared away from Zovi Davi, close from Pisek just for a millisecond there. It was goal bound, and that's the stop from Jan Boschek.
Boschek now from center.
Save down to the right by E2, Orinin.
Boschek gives the ball to Vitala in the center. Vitala straight to center, blocked by Boschek. Gives the ball to Kotosevsky. Hands the ball over to Zevidavi with the big bounce again to the center. Pisek now. Oh, straight. Okay.
And there we go, half time. It was, we weren't too sure what the calls were then. Well, the call was definitely out, but it, from our angle, looked like it just sort of went across, kept on going down the line. Anyway, we are into the second half. GC Perun have held on to the end of the first half. Old Power are 1 goal away. Well, Florim, it's been a really fascinating, exciting last 2 days as we very close to wrapping up the group stage, and our attention turns to these all-important qualification games. Of course, we've got that placement game between Birmingham and GC Perun. But going into these qualification games, they're almost just like effectively 4 finals, really, in a sense. So each game is just as obviously as equally important as the other. So very exciting day tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely, and we have the qualification games basically done here, because I really have difficulty seeing GC Perun turning around this game and winning by 5. So unless Old Power loses by 5 goals, we have the standings ready, and we have the first qualification game tomorrow at 10:05. Well, before that, we have the place for 9th and 10th, and that will be between Birmingham GC and GC Perun. Even if Perun wins this game, they still the last in the group. And the second game is 10:05 between Imbasport and Aarhus Goalball. And the third game of the day, the second qualification, is Fen Tigers Napaya. After that, at 12:15, we have Chemnitzer against RGC Hansa, and that's a derby. Two German teams.
Of course, yeah. They've been battling it out in the Goalball Bundesliga title, so that could be a really interesting game, that one.
And then we have another derby, we get Old Power against ISD Sport.
It's amazing how it works out, isn't it, that they get these really interesting matchups. And of course, that looking back on that previous game between Fen Tigers and Aarhus Goalball, and for Aarhus Goalball with that big task of playing the Ukraine side in Espoo, that's a tough match for a qualification game for any of the teams, but for Aarhus, it's going to be them against Invesport.
Yeah, definitely, and that's why that game was so important for both teams to really give it all to avoid Invesport, because you would rather play Napaya than Invesport, Ukraine, who is third in the world in a do-or-die game. But we have 5 seconds before we start the second half here, and we have 9 goals for Old Power and 0 for Perun. And Perun will have the first throw, and we have no substitutions in either team.
Boschek just takes responsibility for the first throw. Bishek needs to just get out of the way here as the man mountain himself goes for it and actually just curls it nicely down the centre of the court into the path of Vitala and Itu Orinen. All it'll take is one throw, one goal to this, and it's stopped by Jan Boschek into the path of Kotisovsky. And gets that all wrong, Kotisovsky this time. Less than Zovidavi, running his left hand on top of the crossbar, and is on this near sideline and stopped by Jan Boschek. And it's a goal for GC Perun. They do register a goal, and who else but Jan Boschek in between the gap of Zovidavi and Vitala.
Yeah, Vitala was just late with his legs on that one. Boschek has sniffed the goal. He wants another one.
Another throwing style this weekend, I'll tell you what.
Very, very close there. Vitala went to the wrong side completely.
And the ball's just rolling towards
ball over.
The ball over, and Old Power have another go at this GC Perun defence. It's kicked away from Pisek, gets his body in the way. And that has almost gently
Yeah.
rolled out of play.
Smooth. And now from the left hand side throws a bounce to the center. Jan Boschek now from center. A very good bounce ball, but collected by Eronen. Eronen on the right hand side throws a bounce straight down. Oh.
The joy of watching Kotosowski in a way is just the joy of not knowing what's going to come next.
Is it left hand, right hand, both hands, no hands?
He really is such a fascinating player to watch. A youngster, of course, that will have many years to improve and get even better. That's the joy of it. Oh, and just, I reckon that was maybe heading wide, but got a touch to it anyway.
Yeah, I think it would have been a goal actually if Kotosowski wasn't hadn't touched it but with his feet. He's got an old arsenal.
He really is, and well, in a way, fair play to him. He's just trying out the best technique he can. Here is Jan Boschek now, rushes back to his goal line and gives it all he's got, and it just lands gratefully into the hands of Itu Urinen, who stands tall, goes for it, and it's blocked, and there's going to be a substitution here. So Josefek comes back onto the courts, Pisek comes off.
Boschek now with the ball from center.
Oh, just deflected out. That had a bit of zip to it from Jan Boschek. Just over 8 minutes to go in this second half. Old Power requiring 2 goals. Oh, is it going to tip over? Oh, it does. Just for a second, I thought he'd managed to cling on.
Well, he had it, but in the panic, he pushed it in himself.
And now Old Power are 1 goal away from victory.
Boschek now with the ball from center. Out. Eronen gives the ball to Sevidavi, who follows him onto the right hand side. Out.
It was out, but the volunteers who were doing a sterling job nearly deflected it into the goal for him. That wouldn't have helped GC Perun. Wouldn't have counted, of course. Itu Urinen. Standing right next to the post, goes cross court, and it's wide.
Vitala now on the right hand side. Throws straight down to the gap, but blocked. Josefek. Throw it to the center.
Yeah, it's gathered by Vitalo and hands it over to E2. Number 6 on that far right side. It bounces bubbles and does it cross the line? It does. The goal line judges have given it. And that is game. And our final match in the group stages and the day comes to an end. It's an 11-1 victory for Old Power over GC Perun. It's a mercy victory with just over 7 minutes to go. Fair play to GC Perun. They really pushed it, Old Power, all the way to claim that mercy win, but they do have that win, Old Power. And that wraps up the group stage. And what a brilliant 2 days it has been. And we'll just confirm to you the fixtures then for tomorrow before we go off air. So we'll start with the 9th, 10th placement game between Birmingham and GC Perun. Then our first qualification match will be between Invasport Ukraine and Aarhus Goalball. Then we have Fen Tigers against Napia. Then Chemnitz against RGC Hansa in a German derby. And then a Finnish derby to round off proceedings for the competition between Old Power and Aisti Sports. Well, Florian, what a fantastic 2 days we've had. One more day to go and it's all to play for.
Yeah, definitely. And we're going to have some really good games tomorrow and some exciting derbies. So see you tomorrow, guys, and please join us.
Absolutely. Thank you very much if you've watched us throughout the day, if you've joined parts throughout our coverage. We really appreciate all the comments if you've put anything on the YouTube channel. Thank you very much for watching, and we're back again once again for our final day of the Super European Goalball League Champions League Division North at 9 AM tomorrow. Thank you very much and good night.
Good night.